Hey gang, this is Terry with Toxic NATOs. Hey, I'm doing a video outside again because I like it out here. And the lighting is really well. In my house where I was doing videos at, the lighting could be kind of janky sometimes. So today I'm reviewing a strap that I've wanted for a long time. This is a Hirsch Extreme rubber strap. I wanted one when they first came out, I think about 15 years ago. But they were expensive. I think they were about 130 bucks at one time. Not really sure. They did come stock on certain watches. I think they came on some of the micro divers that came out back then. That the cases were made by Fricker. Most of those cases were on larger watches, like 44 millimeters or 45 millimeter cases. So recently, a friend of mine heard that I was looking for one of these straps. All I could find was in 20 millimeter, and I wanted to try it on my Grand Seiko diver. Okay, so do I think this is a great rubber strap? I like the compound of rubber, but the strap is just too bulky. Honestly, I actually named it the Predator because it's just overkill, even for this large Seiko diver. Here's the other side mounted on my watch. Yeah, I know the vents are for supposedly when you're diving, they stretch out when it expands as you go further and deeper into the water. I see that feature to a certain degree, but Seiko did it with smaller vents in this, and I don't know, this strap's just way too damn big, man. Look at it. So most watches, I like to have my strap where it matches up to lug diameter right here. If it's too thin, it looks underwhelming on the watch lugs. And if it's too large like this is, it's too damn overpowering. So with the vents, you know, that's 9.7 millimeters thick. It does have a cool buckle on it. Hirsch makes a lot of great stuff. The rubber's great. It's got a fitted keeper right here with a notch. But man, that's just way too big. I've been wearing it for about 3 days before I decided how I really felt about it. Here's what it looks like next to a Toxic Magnum, which is one of our rubber straps. One thing on these most aftermarket straps is the lug holes are smaller than the standard Seiko fat bars. Luckily these two are about the same, so it uses a 2.0 millimeter diameter spring bar. The middle diameter of the actual spring bar. Let me say that before somebody catches me slip up. And then this is the Skirfo rubber strap. So this watch, this strap works really good on a lot of watches, especially vintage. But if it came in 22 millimeter, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, it might work on the Grand Seiko pretty good. I usually wear the Magnum on the Grand Seiko, or this. This is Uncle Seiko GL strap. It's a reproduction strap from one of the Seiko divers that came out in the 80s. This strap works perfect on this watch. And look at it compared to the Predator strap. Total overkill. So who would I recommend the Hirsch strap to? In all honesty, if you have a watch that is 44 millimeters or bigger, this strap might work great. It doesn't work great on this Grand Seiko though. I actually was chasing a Grand Seiko rubber strap that came out about 10 years ago, and I found one, but it's just too way out of my price point, over $200. So this watch will probably go back on a NATO or my Toxic Magnum or the Uncle Seiko. Just such a great strap. I don't even know what else to say about the strap. It's expensive. Cost as much as an ISOFrame. Is it nicer than an ISOFrame? I do believe the rubber is nicer than ISOFrame. ISOFrame rubber is kind of sticky. It's almost gummy on the wrist. This strap is not like that. Heck, but it might came from the same manufacturer. So who knows? Either way, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. If not, tell me to pound sand. Have a good one, gang.